Hey y'all, my name is Cameron Fontenot. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to grow a YouTube channel as a beginner. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to film, how to record, how to make thumbnails, how to edit, different editing softwares, what you should record with equipment, just the whole thing. If you want to watch the whole video, watch the whole video. But if you don't, and you're looking for a specific part, please use the chapters below. I'm going to try to list chapters for literally everything. So if you just want to watch the thumbnail part, just watch the thumbnail part. If you just want to watch intros and outros or the equipment, just watch that part. And yeah, so we finna to go how to grow a YouTube channel as a beginner. And so for the first thing that I'm gonna talk about is how to film. And so before you know how to film, you really need to know like what is your niche or niche or however they say it. And so for knowing your niche, it really just means like what are you going to post about? What are you going to record? Because knowing your niche is kind of the, I guess, the roadmap for all the rest of the things that you do. Because like you vlog, like you recording vlogs is going to be a different way how you record reactions, or like if you want to do pranks, or if you want to just do funny videos, or if you want to even do long form, or you want to do short form. So really knowing exactly what type of your content is going to be in your niche is going to be kind of like the first thing to go into. The next thing we're going to talk about is how to create a YouTube channel without a camera. And so for me, I record off of my iPhone 13 Pro Max, 128 gigabytes, and I record in 1080 60 pixels. And this makes a lot of my videos come out a lot clearer. I know some people do like, I think it's 30 or 40, or they turn the pixels down. I don't really know what that does, but I just know 1080 and 60 is the highest. You can record in 4K on your iPhone, but it just takes up a lot of storage. And so that is what I record on. I usually record off of the back camera. And so the specs, or I guess the settings you would have. So what I use is I first turn on the grid, just so you can make sure that you're always like in the center, because some people don't be in the center of their videos too. I just always try to have like nice angles and stuff. And so that's when I record with like, I usually record with my tripod or like an attachment lens. And I'm gonna get all into that if you like need that or don't need that in equipments. But one big tip if you're gonna be recording with your iPhone is be using the back camera. Right now I'm in one times, and in my earlier videos I use the ultra wide. I'll show the difference and put it on the screen, like the difference in them. But ultra wide, you just get more of like a nice more background, like you could see more like behind me, it's just wider. But with ultra wide, it does kind of sacrifice the lighting and kind of the sharpness of the video. And then this is one time, so you see how it's like more of a blur back. You know how it's more of a blur behind me. You know the lighting is a little better. It is a little bit more sharper. And so, but yeah, but right now, like I'm recording with the back camera. And then I also wanted to discuss like, because somebody might be like, oh, well, why don't you use the front camera? Now, yes, the front camera might be easier to use because you can obviously see yourself, but it's just like this, the technologies of the camera, the specs, and it's just not as good as the back cameras. Like the front camera is not as sharp, it doesn't connect to lighting that well, and you just don't get that feel of like using one times or like ultra wide. So that's kind of the difference between the two. I know I spoke about that earlier, but I just wanted to really explain like the difference between the two. And then another thing that some people ask is just like, how do you record videos to be confident? But it's not really hard. I mean, you just kind of have to be yourself. Like right now, I am talking to a camera in my room by myself. I mean, but this is what I like to do. This is what I love. I'm inspired to be a big YouTuber. So that's just what I do. I make videos. You just kind of have to be yourself. Another thing that people ask is like, how do you record in public? Because some people are scared, and I understand recording in public can be scary, especially if you kind of a shy person, or like you kind of are more reserved, you stay to yourself, or you have social anxiety. But my biggest tip is that like you have to realize, like I remember I posted this on Instagram a long time ago, but you have to realize that regardless if you had a camera in your hand or not, people are going to judge you based off of what you look like and what you wear anyway. So at least you have the camera, they can automatically think like, oh, he does content, he posts YouTube. But it's like people gonna judge you anyways too. It's just like, I mean, everybody gonna stare at you. Like when I first started doing YouTube and I was recording, yes, I think my first video was in an airport, and it was definitely so nerve-wracking because people will look at you, even though we all have iPhones and TikTok. Like old people even be on TikTok. So I know everybody got TikTok, everybody got phones, like everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody got social media. It was definitely nerve-wracking, but at the end of the day, you'll just get used to it. And like I said, like if this is a passion, if this is a passion for you, you really have love for it, it really won't affect you. Like me, I'm black, I'm from the South. Like if you know you from the South, all people do in the South is judge and stare. So people judging me and staring at me doing something I love, recording in public, that ain't nothing for me. And then another thing I want to talk about is some people, it's like, well, how do you make vlogs interesting and stuff? But it's like you kind of got to realize like that is what I learned too. It's like we kind of like put these celebrities and stuff on a pedestal, but it's like if we realize that like just like celebrities be saying that like we're all the same people, it's just some people can act, some people can sing, some people are in front of a camera, but it's like we're all people at the end of the day. So it's like you can make your life interesting. Like I be cleaning up, recording me at school. Like I don't go to the biggest D1 school in the nation, but people be watching it. Like people be asking me, "Oh, how is this school? How was that?" So it's like people will ask and text you. People will be interested. You could post about your religion. There's people that are doing their walk on their religion as well. They're trying to grow. People are going to learn. Like I realize that like the stuff that I be watching, I could easily do. Like literally, like people do get ready with me. Don't you get ready for school? You know what I mean? If you're a girl, don't you do makeup? You know what I mean? If you're a guy, don't you go play basketball? Don't you do one-on-one with your friends? Like the stuff that other people do, you could literally record it and it will be as interesting. It's just it might not seem interesting to you because they got more followers and stuff, but it's like, yeah, of course, but it's like you got to get the followers. That's why you're watching this video now, so you can grow your YouTube channel. So, but it's like you can really make anything interesting. I promise you. People be bored. I'm one of those people. I'd be bored. I'd be watching people clean. I'll be watching people with their dogs on TikToks. Like, oh, you got dogs? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a girl, don't you do makeup? So it's like but that's what lifestyle content is, just recording your life. And your life is not necessarily boring, but it's just different. Like everybody lives a different life. We all have different lives, come from different backgrounds. So whatever you do, whatever you go through, you can make it interesting. Like it's okay. Like I'm telling you, people be bored, I'd be bored. We gonna watch anything. And so the next thing I would be talking about is equipment. And like I said, a lot of people think you have to have the most high-tech equipment, a big studio, a team. Like, no, you can make YouTube videos by yourself. Some people think you need a whole big bulky camera. Like, no, you don't. You can literally record videos off your iPhone. If you just got storage, you got the camera app on your phone, you can make YouTube videos. You don't need the most high-tech equipment and everything. Majority of things that I use, I just use an attachment lens. And I'm gonna show y'all all on the screen, but a lot of these stuff you can get off of Amazon. But right now, I can't show you this, but like right now, I just have like a tripod, setting my camera up. I have a wireless mic. You don't need a wireless mic. I just like to do it for the audio, but the iPhone has a good microphone itself. I have a tripod ring light thing I got from Amazon, and then I just have my MacBook, and then I guess I'll just show y'all, but I have this converter that I use to like transfer the files off of my MacBook. I got this attachment lens that I use to vlog with. It just kind of helps me get like a wider shot off of my iPhone. And then I just use this extended storage, if y'all can see it, because my phone be running out of storage. But you don't need the high-tech equipment. You don't need a high-tech camera. Like you don't. You can easily make YouTube videos off your phone. And then if some people are looking into getting equipment, I would definitely say if you have the money to buy equipment, buy it. But if you don't, you can easily make videos off of iPhone. But for me, I recorded off of I had two mics. I had one small external mic I would vlog outside with. It did help with the sound and stuff, but I mean, it broke. So it did broke, but I mean, it was still good to use for the sound that helped me in my early videos. But now I would just really prioritize like getting you a wireless mic because you could easily use it when you're outside, when you're talking indoors like I am. And if you're like in a busy restaurant, you know, you could do this so people can still hear you. Because at the end of the day, it's like you never want to miss out on the footage. You're a beginner YouTuber, you're trying to start your YouTube channel, you need to get all the footage, all the content in. Two, besides audio, I would say really invest in like a good tripod. I have this one tripod. That's one thing. If you have a ring light, you can use the tripod on there and just put your phone on the little thing in the middle. But I have that for one tripod. I have another tripod I vlog with. This is the one that's recording this video. And then I have one that I use. It's behind me. It's in my closet that I use, and it helps me to get like good angles if I'm like cleaning or if I'm cleaning my room. Tripods are really good because they just really help you get little angles. Like at the end of the day, like, you know, this is a sit down, so I'm sitting down, but it's like if you're doing a whole vlog, you know, people, they're interested in the vlog, they're interested in what's going on. They're going to want to see different angles, multiple angles. So that's the importance of using tripods. Three, I would say for lighting, especially if you black like me, we need lighting. You know what I mean? If I turn this tripod off, you ain't gonna be able to see me. So you got to make sure you have some lighting. I would say if you can't afford a tripod, everybody has a window in their house or in their dorm room. Just sit in front of the window, you know, like like I said, black people, we love a little golden hour. So, you know, when the sun is out or whatever, or not even when the sun is out, but you got a little bit of light, just you could prop it up in front of a window and that'll be some good light, because once again, if people are interested in the video, they want to see what's going on. They want to see you. It can't be dark. It doesn't need to be black. You know what I mean? Like, they want to see you. And so, but like I said, you can get ring lights off of Amazon. You can get little lights. I know some people get for when they take pictures that attach right on top of their phone, or you can get like the more expensive like studio lights, but you know, just little lighting, like I said, doesn't hurt. Or if you don't got it, record in your bathroom, turn the light in your bedroom. Hey, we got to fake it till we make it, okay? Just post, put the content out there. And then for me, you don't necessarily have to get an attachment lens like I got, but I kind of prefer to use the one times and then put the attachment lens on there, so I can give a wider shot, but also keeping the sharpness and the lighting control. But like I said, if you record on one times like this, or you do 0.5, it's okay. Like, no one is gonna be like, why is that not sharp? That focus, the blur is not right there. Like, ain't nobody doing that. Like I said, we just trying to get the content out there. So just post it. You don't really need the attachment. I have it. It helps my videos, but you don't necessarily need that just to start. Like, just post and record. And then another major thing is, I know that's 3 or 4, but another major thing I want to talk about is making sure you have extended storage, because a lot of people say they be running out of storage on iPhone. I know some people have 64 gigabytes, 256. I have 128. And I like to record a lot of clips. I like to have long vlogs. So my external storage saves me a lot, because like I said, you never want to run out of storage and then boom, you can't upload or like download, you know, the files, the video files. No one wants to like just run out of space. And so the extended storage, like I said, I'm gonna show it on Amazon and show it on the screen, but just make sure you get the one that can flip, one that has the, I think it's lightning part that goes into the phone, and then the USB to go either into like a converter for your Mac, or I think most Windows or Chrome computers, they already have the USB port, and just put it in there and the boom, download your stuff. And then the last thing I want to talk about is, because some people think you just need MacBooks. You do not need a MacBook. You just need like a regular computer, but I would say you need a good computer, only because I don't think some people really take into account that you have to download the stuff to your external storage if you need it. Then you have to put that external storage into your computer, download and upload those files. Then whenever you're doing your editing software, you gotta put the video in there, download the video from the editing software, upload that to YouTube. So, and all that stuff, you just want to make sure you have like a kind of a good updated computer, because once again, we're trying to just post the content out there, and you never want to get corrupted files, lose files. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to be uploading something and then your computer crashed and then you lost files get corrupted, because that can happen, and as that happened to people. So I would just say having a good computer is not bad. Me, I record off of a MacBook Pro. There's a lot of MacBook tutorials or like specs. If you guys want to look that up, just look that up. But I have the MacBook M2. It has 512 SSD, and I have the M2 Pro chip, and it has 16 gigabytes of RAM. Like I said, you can research all those specs, but I would say a MacBook is really good if you want to save to get a MacBook, or if you already have one. I highly advise using a MacBook, because y'all, I be having 100 and 200 some clips. It be taking less than 10 minutes to download it from the external storage. And when I be uploading stuff, it be taking so fast to download the YouTube videos, to process it, to upload it. MacBooks are so good and they're so fast, and then the screen is sharp, the brightness is good. I highly advise a MacBook if you can afford it, but if you can't, it's okay. Just use your regular Windows computer. Like, it's okay. Once again, we're trying to get the content out there. You don't need this heavy duty equipment. People be saying you do, you don't. Press record on that iPhone and post that video, all right? Now let's go into the next thing. And so for the next thing I want to talk about is just setting up a YouTube channel. Like I said, I'm going to put all the stuff on the screen, but I'm going to be looking at my computer right now. But first, make sure you have a good YouTube channel banner. For mine, I just have my name, like, comment, subscribe. Just a nice little design, because once again, you got to realize it's 1,000,000,000 people in this world. If that one person clicks on your channel, you need that one person to subscribe, like, comment. You need that one person, okay? You don't need to blow up by tomorrow. You just need that one subscriber, right? You at 0, you just starting. You need one subscriber. So make sure all your stuff is neat and in order, because I be going to some people's pages, click on some people's pages, they don't got no banners, no nothing. Like, we trying to see you. So make sure you got an updated banner. So I just have me and my face. One tip that somebody taught me was, when it comes to like your social media platforms, allow you to either have the same profile picture or the same like links in all your bios, just because, you know, if somebody recognizes you from TikTok, say you post TikToks, they're like, oh, I seen her face before. Oh, this is her YouTube channel. Let me click and subscribe. Or if they click the link in your TikTok and they can find it on your Instagram, they're like, oh, wait, he be on YouTube. So just try to have like all your links and stuff updated. That's another thing I want to say too, because y'all don't know how many times I've seen people on TikTok. I'd be loving their content, and then I would click on their link, the link be expired. It be taking me to a page not found. What? You know what I mean? Or like even on YouTube, I'll be like, oh my God, I love her videos. This should be on TikTok. Or I'll be like, oh, I love his pictures. Do he be on Instagram? There ain't no link to click. Or if I click the link, it don't be updated. Like make sure y'all be updating all y'all links. That is one problem that I had did in the beginning, because I eventually did that. I changed all my usernames so they could be the same. And I remember, and where my, I think it's way in my earlier videos, none of those links kind of work. So that's why I was like, just trying to make sure all your links are updated. Next thing I want to go into is setting up YouTube Studio. Now, YouTube Studio, you can download it on your phone, so it's quicker just to access on your phone. You can also get it on your computer. And so for your YouTube Studio, it shows you like your views, your watch hours, your subscribers, but also tells you like how your videos do, your content, and your audience. So it's just really important to understand YouTube Studio, because like I said, you can see the subscriber count you have. You can see if the subscriber count is live. YouTube Studio is just really good for you to use. And so understanding YouTube analytics is really important, because like I said, it just gives you a whole overview of your channel, what's going on. It could also tell you like if you got anything copyrighted, anything is flagged. It tells you if anybody comments. It's just really understanding YouTube Studio is good. And then, like I said, in the comment section, it just tells you like what your viewers are watching, what they're watching. I don't have it unlocked on my computer yet, but it'll tell you like where your audience is watching, when your audience is online. It just really helps you see everything. It has a lot of graphs on there, so they could tell you like, okay, you know, people were watching the video at this time, or it was in the feed at this time. It also tells you your audience retention, so it tells you like when people clicked off of the video, when they were, you know, what part they watched a lot, what part they repeated. And then it'll just tell you a lot. Like it'll let you know about your impressions. That's about your thumbnails. Like if your impressions are low, it kind of means that your thumbnail wasn't good. So it just kind of gives you an overview of like everything on your channel. So I really advise like watching just maybe tutorial videos of people explaining more into YouTube Studio, or you can just learn on your own. I mean, they have the small descriptions on there if you like hover over stuff. But yeah, YouTube Studio is like really important. Make sure you guys have a business email, because once again, if your journey is to like monetize your content in the future, you know, these brands and stuff, they got to be able to reach you. And your personal email is not really good, especially if you use it for school. Like I use my personal email for school, or just for like other stuff that's not like YouTube and content related. So make sure you guys have a business email. Make sure it's clear. Make sure your business email is updated on all your platforms. Like make sure all your links is updated. That is a big thing, because there are so many times, like I said, I want to get to another creator's TikTok or Instagram, and I couldn't because their links weren't updated. And then, so for this part, we're gonna talk about how to edit and stuff. So editing really isn't hard. For me, when I was in middle school, I was in like some broadcast class, and we had to edit our videos for broadcast off of like Premiere Pro. So that was kind of how I got into editing. But editing really isn't as hard as people use. There's many editing softwares out there. iPhone has iMovie, there's CapCut, DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro, Final Cut. There's really anything you want to use out there. I would say for beginners, you could use iMovie. I've never used iMovie, but I just know like that's kind of for beginners. And you can use CapCut, but what I use is Final Cut. You do need a MacBook to use Final Cut, and it's like, I don't know, like it's like expensive, but I just use Final Cut. But like I said, all the editing softwares, they just kind of do the same. You know, you do your cuts, add music, just add a bunch of stuff. So all the editing softwares, it just depends on what is your preference, what are your liking. I chose to do Final Cut over CapCut. CapCut was easy, and you could get it on the phone and on the desktop, whereas Final Cut is only on the computer for Mac. But I just felt like when I was using CapCut, some of the stuff, I feel like it was just a little kiddie to me, and a little like I know I can do a little bit more and I could be more advanced. Because like I said, I did come from Premiere Pro of editing, and Premiere Pro was like advanced to advanced. So I was like, let me just go to Final Cut and really learn the stuff. You know, I don't want to be doing the basic stuff. I want to take this junk seriously. So I was like, let me learn, let me do some hard stuff. And yeah, and then Final Cut, there are plenty of Final Cut tutorials out there, because I haven't even gotten to color grading. That's a whole spectrum of stuff. So, but yeah, Final Cut, you can color grade. You can just do a lot of stuff on Final Cut. So if you have a Mac, I advise you get Final Cut. It's really easy. But if you have Windows, just use CapCut. And if you don't have a computer at all, just use iMovie. So like I said, we're just trying to get the content out there. You don't need the highest, most expensive stuff to use. Just post it and get out the way. One, I want to talk about thumbnails. Now, thumbnails are super duper important because once again, there's billions and thousands of people that have iPhones scrolling on social media. So people are constantly going through their feed. So you need to make sure you have good thumbnails that are appealing to the eye. And they're one, appealing to the eye, and two, it's clear, the words are clear, it's the pictures aren't blurry, because once again, you know what I mean? If it's a day in the life, it needs to say day in the life. You know what I mean? If it's a weekly vlog, it needs to say weekly vlog. These people are scrolling like this. If they stop 1 second, they need to be able to read everything. You know what I mean? So try to make sure you have all the pictures clear and the words clear. I use Canva and then I use Fonto. In the beginning, when I was making YouTube videos, I used Fonto. And Fonto is really good because it has a really nice fonts. But I didn't really, I don't know, because it's like you can only see it kind of horizontal, and so I couldn't really tell how big the words were, how big like the arrows and symbols were. So I stopped kind of using Fonto, but I just kind of use Canva, just because you can use Canva on your desktop, Windows or Mac, it's free anywhere, and you can get the app on your phone, so it's literally everywhere, and you can like see it big on the computer. So I was able to really see like big in depth. Okay, like, is my picture blurry? Is this straight? Is this centered? Like, Canva is really good. That's what I make all my thumbnails on. For fonts, you could use Fonto, but also you can go to the dafont.com. I learned that from some creators. Dafont has a lot of fonts, a lot of like themed festival type fonts. So that's where you get your fonts. And then for thumbnails, I just always take pictures of like what you're doing. So for me, when I did my move-in vlog, I took a picture of like, before the apartment, me moving in, and like supplies. So as you say, college move-in, it's in 3 or 4 sections, and those are the pictures, and then people can see what's going on. Just as when I went to my friends, or when I did Chicago, I put things that I did in Chicago in the pictures, and then Chicago vlogs. So like I said, when people are scrolling, you got to make them stop. You got to make them be like, oh, okay, she said weekly vlog, or oh, she said makeup tutorial. Okay, like, you know what I mean? That's just like you saying your makeup tutorial, but you showing food. That don't make no sense. You know what I mean? It's just like, if you're gonna be doing a makeup tutorial, show your makeup. If you're gonna be doing a deep clean Sunday reset, show you cleaning, show the cleaning supplies, show maybe your dirty bed, and then the next picture it's clean. Like, that's what I did when I did my move out of college. I literally did my room before it was moved out, so it had all the stuff in there, and then I did a part where it was empty. Like, make sure when you do your thumbnails, that's a highly important video, because I mean that's highly the most important part of your video, because it's just like a movie trailer, right? You watch the trailer before you see the movie. Those are kind of how thumbnails are. Like, if the thumbnail is bad, it looks boring, it's not appealing, people are going to swipe past it. Like, you can have one of the best videos on your channel, but if the thumbnail is trash, people are not going to click on it. So you need to make sure you take your aesthetic pictures. Y'all be seeing the reels and TikToks, the aesthetic pictures on the slideshow. Y'all be seeing them. Make sure y'all take y'all pictures in the midst of what you're doing in your activity, so you can post that on your thumbnails. And then, like I said, use the fonts for fonts. And then you can easily use Canva, both on your phone. It's free, both on your phone and on the computer. And then if you want to do more, you can buy like Canva Pro. And then people have even made thumbnails off of CapCut. I've never did that, but I'm saying you could do it either or. And so that's the important part of thumbnails. And then for editing, I would just say, if you're going to edit in kind of a lifestyle or aesthetic way, I just try to do a lot of cuts. I don't really do too much color. I try to make sure I have good cuts, text here and there, zoom ins, and like angles. But I don't really try to like do too much with a color. I know some people edit cinematic vlogs. They have cinematic type vlogs. I don't really do that, just because I have to kind of give it more real. For me, that's kind of what I give on my channel, just my real life, my raw life. Everybody doesn't really live in glam and aesthetics, so I just always try to make sure to keep the vlogs as raw as possible. So I try to do, cuts here and there, some nice music, and then just some nice angles and stuff. And then also, this is definitely going to be especially for the girls. I would say, if you're going to do do intros. You can have people define intros, or you can make intro yourself. I made my intro on CapCut. Like I said, there's plenty of tutorials out there, but for me, intros are kind of 50-50 because I do kind of like intros just because it does kind of give the aesthetic vibe or like a movie vibe, like, okay, this is what's next, to pull the viewer in. But also just try not to make the edits too long, because like me, I watch guys and girls YouTubers, and even with guys too, like the intros be 2 minutes. Like, this was a get ready with me. Can I see you get ready? Like, once again, you got to understand everybody has short attention spans. So you flying across the you flying across the screen, showing you on Instagram and TikTok for 2 minutes, people gonna click off. Don't nobody want to see that. Just like for guys, we don't want to hear Honcho, Rod Wave, Little Baby with the boom sound effect, the fire popping up for 2 minutes. We don't. Can we get into the day in the life? Can we get to the week in the life? So it's just like, I would say for intros, just try to keep it really short, 15, 20, the minimum 30 seconds. Like, say your name, say your tags, and get into the video. Like I said, these people, there is thousands of people out here, y'all. They're constantly scrolling. They trying to see your life. They're not, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Your Instagram is already in your bio. It's already tagged below. Why do they need to see it 5 times, flipping the screen? They be having the iPhone flip. Let's get into the video. Like I said, I understand it's cute for the girls, but like I said, you can do it, but let's keep it short. People intros be 2 or 3 minutes. Them 2 or 3 minutes, you could have did your makeup. You know what I mean? 2 or 3 minutes, you could have been to school in class. You know what I mean? So let's keep the intro short. The next thing I want to talk about is music. So music is very important for YouTube videos. I use music especially for my vlogs to add, little chill parts, so like parts where I'm not talking. I put music in, or if I just want to give a little vibe and aesthetic while I'm cleaning, I use music. Now, music is very important, but one thing I want to say is, because this is one thing I can't stand, especially with new YouTubers, when it comes to music, before you post your video, make sure you listen to the music, because some people will do sit downs like this and the music be louder than them talking. Make sure you listen to the music, because some people will do sit downs like this and the music be louder than them talking. I cannot stand when YouTubers do that. Make sure y'all check y'all music volume before you go, because that'd be another thing with the intros. The music be too loud, or when people are sit down talking, it be too loud. I don't put music on sit downs just because it's like, yeah, I understand it could be a cute little beat, but it's like, you're trying to hear me, so just hear me. Yeah, I get my music from one, his name is Harrison Heller Stream Beats. I only got copyrighted for him one time, but he literally makes music for creators to use, so he won't strike you or flag you or anything. But I use my music for him. He has a nice instrumentals. He has a lot of nice backgrounds. Like I said, I'm gonna put it on the screen. He has a lot of nice background music, different genres, different categories, and I also use the Tipsy Turtle. Now, the Tipsy Turtle, you do have to be careful with, because sometimes I've gotten copyrighted from him. And then sometimes the only way you can really tell from copyright is if, one, you'll scroll down into the description and it will literally say like, oh, this is copyright from this act. And two, sometimes if the thing is linked in a box, sometimes that's a hit or miss for me, but that's one thing that I learned from other people, is that if it's like in the box at the bottom, like if it literally says like, this is Drake, this song, that can also copyright you. But just be very, very for copyright, because if you do plan to monetize your videos, if you get copyrighted, they can flag your channel, they can hurt your channel, they can actually cause your channel to be deleted, or they can have the video taken down. And then if the video is already monetized, has ads in it, they can take away your money. So be very careful with copyright. And so another thing that I wanted to add is that for music, you can also type up like copyright free Drake, copyright free SZA, or copyright free Summer Walker, and some of those songs will pop up. That's what I also did for my earlier videos. I would do that. I would use Tipsy Turtle, but like I said, be careful. And then I would use Stream Beats by Harrison Heller. I know there's a lot other more music than those three, but a lot of times it'd be like royalty free music and you'd be having to get subscriptions and stuff. And I know that music is probably better, and plus you will never get copyrighted for this music because you're paying for a license. But once again, we're starting off with 0 subscribers. We don't have money, so I feel like that's not really the like best option. So I would say, like I said, Tipsy Turtle, Stream Beats by Harrison Heller, and then you can just look up copyright free. And so for this last part, it's going to be the how to grow section. I literally have so much stuff over here, so I'm going to try to cover everything. But first is, I would say for how to grow, or I feel like the easiest growth, because a lot of people struggle with consistency, I would say is planning out your videos, like literally like, this is all the notes I have for this video. And on this page, I plan it. And this is just like one of my planners. I have a whole nother planner where I've literally spent a page or two, a bunch of scribbles, a bunch of ideas. I literally have a content book where it was literally one day I sat down for like an hour or two and I just put a bunch of ideas on a paper. Like, I would just say really plan your content. And so when it comes to like ideas for growth, like I said, it always comes back to your audience. Like, just know your audience, especially like I said in YouTube Studio, it'll tell you like the ages. Know if your audience is young. What do young people are watching nowadays? What are the youth watching? What are older people are watching? If you want to attract more of an older audience, or if you attract kind of like me, kind of like a young adult audience, what are the young adults talking about? That's why I say it really comes down to your niche, your audience. That is going to be the easiest thing for planning videos. Planning, you can use different things. You can easily use like a notebook or agenda, paper, Google Docs. You want to do Google Calendar to put stuff on the calendar. Or I know us college students, a lot of people got whiteboards, dry erase markers. I just put different ideas on them. But I would say the biggest thing is to get like a journal or like a notepad and just put all your ideas on there. And then some people might be like, well, how do you come up with ideas? Well, like I said, when it comes down to your niche, your audience, it's one, what they want to see, what's trending, and also what do you like to do, right? So when I say, what do your audience like to see? We're young adults right now. That's just like if you talked about the election right now, right? That's all we're talking about. Election is coming up. Who are we going to vote for? Who is Gen Z going to vote for? Like stuff like that. If you talked about the election right now, it would probably blow up because why? That's all everybody's talking about. Two, when it comes down to trends, right? They do Vlogmas every year. So say you participated in Vlogmas, like, everybody, if you watch YouTube and you've been on YouTube since you were younger, Vlogmas is literally a thing all YouTubers at least try to do. So it's like, do Vlogmas, right? Or say you do back to school. For example, I know all the girls, they do like back to school Shein hauls, or like a guy, you could do back to school shoe shopping, like literally like, I learned whatever you're good at doing, literally just squeeze it, right? So for example, I know I like to do weekly vlogs, right? I go to school, weekly vlogs at school, day in the life of a college student, week in the life of a college student, week of workouts, a college student, you know what I mean? A day in my life as a college student, like literally whatever you do, squeeze out of it. If you love makeup, trying different makeup on. Good makeup for black girls, good makeup for white girls, good makeup for different races. Like just squeeze it out. Or you could do good makeup at Ulta, expensive makeup at Ulta, or you could do cheap makeup at Walmart, or a more affordable makeup at Dollar Tree, Walmart, Target, Big Lots, just anything. Wherever you're good at, literally squeeze it. Right? I know someone. He went to my school. He does. I don't know if he's watching this, but he does like shoe type of content. So you could easily do like best shoe outfits or affordable outfits for back to school. Easy shoes to match with this different color. Like literally, wherever you do, squeeze the mess out of it. When I tell y'all, people are going to watch anything. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to know your niche. If it's your lifestyle, trying new foods, trying Indian food, trying Nigerian foods, like y'all would be surprised that it be those videos that blow up. Like one of my friends, I know she's watching this too, but she does lifestyle content too, and she literally did like a prom vlog, get ready for prom. That literally blew up on her channel. Why? Because it's prom season. Are people, you know what I mean? Y'all had TikTok where people not doing, prom ratings or rate prom outfits with me, like, but that's what I'm saying. That's a trend. That was prom season. So it's little things like that. Like really understand the trends and know your audience and know what your audience is watching. Two, I would say when it comes to growing your channel, once again, use your analytics, because like I said, your analytics is going to show, right? Going back, if you do prom, get ready with me for prom, finding a prom dress, and you can see your analytics that like the audience retention is high, people are clicking on that thumbnail, that will tell you that people are liking this video, right? Or even with me, I feel like I experiment with different thumbnails. I could tell that when I first started my channel, even though, I'm still a beginner YouTuber, I could still tell that a lot of people weren't really clicking on those thumbnails. And then now I feel like I'm getting a little bit more impressions on my thumbnail. So it's like, okay, the style I have for my thumbnails now, I need to keep it, right? Because YouTube Studio is literally telling me that this is doing good. People are clicking on it. So that's what I'm saying, like stuff like that, right? Or say you do a type of content and maybe you didn't even like it, wasn't that comfortable. YouTube Studio is going to tell you if the people clicked off, that they didn't like it. You know what I mean? It's like, don't be making videos that your audience is not going to like. You know what I mean? It kind of goes back and forth with like, yes, knowing your audience, but also be knowing your analytics as well. And then another thing too, I was kind of talking about this in the beginning, but just don't be really scared to post. Like you got to realize like, not be rude or anything, but no one knows who you are and no one cares about you, right? And I'm not saying that in a rude way, but I'm just saying these people don't know you. You're a random face on the internet, just as all these other thousands of millions of people out there. Once again, how are you special? How are you unique? What do you bring to other people? How are you supporting other people? Like, you have got to get your face out there. So post them TikToks, regardless if they get low views. Post those reels, share it on your story, tell your friends to follow it. Like, even I had did that. Like, I have posted my YouTube thing on my story, and I think I only got like 15 or 20 subs. But I literally remember at some point I at least DM'd like people, my close friends, or like people I knew from high school, hey, you can subscribe to my channel if you want. Or I'll be like, hey, this is my YouTube channel in case you want to subscribe. And it was crazy because it was like majority of those people were like, oh yeah, I would subscribe, because like you got to realize not everybody is on Snapchat, not everybody is on YouTube, not everybody uses YouTube like you might do, or might not everybody be checking Instagram stories or TikToks and stuff. So I'm like, it's kind of stuff like that. A lot of people who I had sent my channel to so they can subscribe and follow it, they were like, oh, I didn't even know you posted this, or I didn't even know you did YouTube. And so, I mean, it's stuff like that. Like, don't be scared to post, let your family members see it, just do it. I mean, if this is something that you're really passionate about, why be scared about it? At the end of the day, like I said, somebody's going to judge you. They're going to make fun of you. They make fun of everybody. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, how many people say LeBron is literally trash at basketball, but look at where he's now, going to the Olympics. It's just like, you know what I mean? That's just like people getting on Simone Biles. She's one of the best gymnasts out there, but hey, if someone says she's trash, someone's gonna say she's trash. Like, you know what I mean? People are always gonna talk about you, so just let them be, and hey, get your views up and get your videos up. And then two, I mean, well, not two, but just for another thing, is to like being consistent. Being consistent is not necessarily hard, but once again, I feel like it goes down to like knowing yourself and kind of knowing your schedule, and kind of just be honest with yourself. Like, that's why I said planning would be really good, because that was just like me, right? I know during college, Monday through Thursday, I'm gonna have tests, exams to study. I don't do no YouTube. I don't even think about YouTube in them days. But I always make sure for my schedules this semester and last semester, I've always made it to where like I had no classes on Fridays. So now when Friday comes, boom, that video I was already prepping Monday through Thursday, it cannot be filmed on Friday. And now it's already filmed on Friday. Saturday and Sunday I edit, new video of next week. That's my schedule, right? Your schedule might be, say you work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So Tuesday, Thursday, and then the weekend, you need to post, you need to edit. So I'm like, it's stuff like that. Like, some people, it is hard because editing does take long, but once again, you're a beginner. It's okay. You're gonna learn, you're gonna get better, but you have got to make that schedule, because we're all busy. That's what I learned. Nobody's life is perfect. Even those YouTubers you watch all the time, their life is not perfect. They just done it so long. They've, one, developed the habits and discipline for it, but two, they're just used to it now. But like I said, you're starting off. So you just kind of have to build that discipline. I would just say to really jot it down, write in an agenda, or put it on your calendar, put it on the whiteboard. That'll probably be the easiest, because like I said, once you can see it and match stuff within your schedule, I feel like it would be the easiest. But definitely scheduling is going to make it consistent. Consistency is not really hard. It's just, like I said, make your schedule. Like, I know right after I post a video, like I said, I posted a video last week, I'm working on this video now. And now by the time this video goes out, it'll be edited. It's going to be time to do another video. So that's just kind of how I do it. Like, right after I post, I automatically think, what's the next video? What am I going to post next? So it's kind of stuff like that. Like, just be very kind of organized, write stuff down. Like, just do whatever you do. Put sticky notes, do anything. But I say that writing something down and helping you to memorize your posting schedule, or if you want to post once a week, every 2 weeks, like, just find your own schedule, just so it could be easier to have. Yeah, find your own schedule, just so your consistency can be a lot easier for you. Next, it's the same thing too. Just like I said, don't be fear of this, but promote that channel. Like I said, one thing about me, I know the people, my followers on Instagram, I know they sick of me. I'm gonna post a reel, I'm gonna post a TikTok, I'm gonna post that link. I don't care. Why? Because this is my channel and this is my page. If you don't like, if you don't want to support me, you don't like what I like, hey. But at the end of the day, if you're following me, you're my friend, you should want to support me anyways. So look at that. Look at that. You know, that shows the people don't want to support you. Ain't true to you, okay? So you don't need they follow or they sub anyways, okay? That's all that means. But one thing about me, Cameron Fontenot, I'm gonna post that reel. I'm gonna post that TikTok. I'm gonna repurpose my content. That's another thing. Repurpose your content. Do that short form. If you posted a vlog on TikTok, I'm gonna just post that to YouTube Shorts and Instagram, okay? Switch the title up, switch the song a little bit. Then people ain't gonna notice. All right? Repost that content. I'm telling you. Promote yourself. It is your phone, your camera, your ring light, your storage, your computer, your thumbnail. Oh Lord. My guy, my girl, this is your channel. Can't nobody tell you nothing, okay? I'm gonna need you to promote that channel, okay? Please promote that channel, because like I said, I be promoting, them people be sick of me, okay? Promote that channel. I don't care what nobody got to say. You tell your family they need to promote it on Facebook, promote it on Facebook, okay? We trying to get 1,000 subs. We trying to get monetized in here, all right? Promote that channel. And so, yeah, I think that was really much in for the video. Like I said, I think I went over everything. I talked about how to film, how to edit, how to set up your channel, different YouTube equipment, MacBook versus like having a regular computer, and how to grow making thumbnails. And oh, another thing I almost missed too is I feel like for me, I would say to post a lot of shorts when you first make your channel, because and make sure you kind of like follow the trends of shorts and what they're doing. Like for me, I posted I think it's the $1,000,000 Baby probably like 12 times. Each of my shorts has probably gotten like at least 400, 500 views. In like 10 or 12 shorts, I've constantly been getting subscribers from it. I even get more subscribers from shorts than I do my videos. So that's what I was saying, is to like make sure you repurpose content. If you're gonna do a vlog on Instagram, post it on shorts, post it on TikTok, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it just takes one video to blow up. It takes it takes you one time to get 10, 20K on a YouTube video, a reel, or a TikTok. Boom, you done made it. You got your subs. So that's something like you just never know. Like post anything. Um, Post anything and just believe in yourself. Like I say, what I kind of do when I found from other creators is to always try to post weekly, and then I try to do 3 shorts. So I might do like, say if I already posted and I'm doing something that week, I'll do like, oh, I'm vlogging that one singular thing on TikTok on my phone, and I just post that to all 3 platforms. Or what I'll do, I'll just record either my YouTube video playing and be like, me becoming consistent, or POV, you just found your new YouTuber, and I'll put that on all the other platforms. Because like I said, it might be people on Instagram looking for YouTube advice. It might be people on TikTok looking for YouTube advice. So now they've already saw a clip of you giving YouTube advice out on your YouTube. They're going to come to the video. But like I said, make sure those links are updated so they can do that. And that's why you have your bio and all that stuff updated. So, but yeah, I think I've went over everything, thumbnails, titles, niche, everything. I would say that if anybody has just any more questions, DM me on Instagram. Like I said, my Instagram, that link is updated. So DM me on Instagram or put any comments below. Or if any of my other friends that do YouTube on here, any content creators are watching this video, add in the comments below something that I missed, or, if you have a question, just so everybody can interact in the comments, or people could, still be learning in the comments in case I had missed something. But yeah, the biggest advice that I would give is kind of everything that I said, but just to kind of keep on going. I have a problem with that too. Like sometimes I just told myself this a minute ago, but like sometimes you just got to post the video. Like I said, you wouldn't realize like people have had videos where they literally did get ready with me for 12th grade graduation. It blew up 100K. Like you don't know how many when I was first looking up, the 13 Pro Max, I was looking up so many unboxings. Y'all, do you know how many times an iPhone unboxing or a MacBook unboxing or just an Amazon unboxing has blew up people's page? Then it'd be crazy because that blow up video don't even be their niche. They be doing beauty stuff, but they did a MacBook unboxing, 200K, 300K. You know what I mean? Y'all don't know how many unboxings or a day in the life has blown up, and that one video, 500K, 600K, got them monetized. So that's what I'm saying. Like, just really believe in yourself. Just post it. People gonna stare. People gonna make fun of you. Yada yada yada. Like we grown. Okay. Like you know what I mean? We grown. Like okay, you can't be done next. You know what I mean? Like people gonna make fun of you. Like bro, just be who you are. Like don't ever care what they gotta say. So just continue to believe in yourself. And yeah, this is your YouTube journey. Like I said, it is gonna be hard because I used to sit there and be like, oh, everybody gets 100K, and everybody gets to a mil. I'm struggling to get to 1,000. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. But like I said, it's some people I know, they're not close to where I'm at, and there's some people I know they are way farther from where I'm from. But you just got to continue to believe and believe in yourself, and then if you are a Christian like me, just pray on it, let God take over it. And like I said, you just gotta let some people just have it. You know what I mean? Just post a video. If somebody gonna say something, just let somebody say something. But really just post a video. You do not need money for this. You do not need a camera. I have done all this stuff and not a Sony or a Canon camera in sight. This is all from the iPhone 13 Pro Max, okay? You know what I mean? Like I said, I got me a MacBook, got me some storage, got me some light, and hey, the production is here. Okay, we got me a little mic, got a little audio, the production is here. So, but yeah, just continue to like, comment, subscribe. We are at 313 subs. So I hope in the future we can look back on this video at 100K or 1,000 and be like, hey, look at all these tips. And then I hope you guys can come back and look at this video too and learn something, grow from this. And yeah, I just wish the best of luck to everybody on their YouTube journey. I'm so excited you are doing YouTube because I am too. So me and you, we in the cut with my twin. Yeah, so yeah. I'm gonna just see y'all continue to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, hopefully you see tips and best of luck to your YouTube journey. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.